G'day, Ben Futrell here, and in today's video we're going to have a look at why you shouldn't discount. In fact, I'm going to teach you why you should put your prices up. It's quite scary to see that most business owners learn how to discount before they learn how to count. And it's not surprising when you look at all the big retailers, you see them with these big New Year sales and winter sales and summer sales. They always seem to have a sale on. And it's okay to discount if you know why you're discounting, if you've got a purpose to your discount. And there are a few reasons that you would. Before I go into any of the detail I've got here and show you why you should put your prices up, I'm going to just go through those reasons why you might discount, just before you all shoot me down and go, but Ben, I've got some old stock, right? And there are some reasons. So number one is because if you've got old stock. So if you've got some old stock you need to get rid of, and it's just sitting on your shelves in your stock room or taking up warehouse space, or it's going to go out of date or out of fashion, of course, discount it, get rid of it. I would say do your best to at least recoup your costs. So don't discount it any lower than your cost price, sell it on and move it on. The second reason you might discount is if you urgently need some cash. Let's say that you've got an opportunity, you need some cash to buy something, or maybe things have gone a little bit south for you and your sales haven't been what you thought they were going to be, and you need to urgently get some cash in. You can discount just to fill the bank account up with money. Remember, it's quite a dangerous strategy if you're doing that all the time, but if you needed cash urgently, you could do that. The third reason you discount would be for marketing. So for example, if you knew that you could get a new customer by dropping your price down a little bit, and you could use that as part of your acquisition cost, as long as you could get that customer paying full price after the first purchase, then that first discounted purchase would be worth your while. It would help you then get a new customer. So they're the three reasons that I think you would discount. Otherwise, you don't discount. It's not a good idea to discount at all. Discounting is just as good as taking your money and giving it to somebody else. So let's have a look at what I've got here on the flip chart next to me. I've just written up a quick example here at a product or service that we'd sell with a 20% margin, just to sort of give you an idea of the ramifications or the impact that it will have on your business if you just go discounting. This first column here, you can see there's $80. So $80 is our purchase or cost price of delivering the product or service. So that doesn't ever change when we're selling our product. If I buy a bunch of product, the price won't change until I buy the next bunch of product. But let's say this product cost me $80 to deliver, whether I bought it or it's a service that I pay someone to do. Let's say that my normal price is $100. So I sell it for $100, I buy it for $80, my gross profit is $20. Does that make sense? So I'm making a 20% margin. Now, I might have this brainwave that it's a good idea to discount my price, have some sort of a sale, and I take 10% off, so minus 10%. And that's a pretty common thing that you sort of see in out there in the marketplace in business. So 10% off of 100 means I'm now selling the same product for $90. It's still costing me $80, and I'm only making how much in gross profit? I'm only making $10. So I don't know, I'm not real good at maths. I wonder if you are. Let me ask you this question. How many more would I need to sell at $90 to make the same amount of gross profit I'm making here at $100? Try and work that out. I bet you've got the answer already. I'd have to sell just double. I'd have to sell twice as many as what I was selling here just to make the same amount. So that means I'm going to be twice as busy, deal with twice as many customers, fulfill twice as many orders just to make the same amount of profit. Now this varies depending on the margin that we started with, and here I'm using a 20% margin. You can do these numbers yourself with your own products and services. Now I'm showing you how to do it. Let's say we put the price up though. A lot of people go, but Ben, if I put the price up, I'm going to lose some customers. Now that is true. You know, if you've got nothing that's unique about your business, and you can have a look through all the other videos. On that note, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because you'll keep up to date with all the other videos that I do. But there'll be a video on creating your uniqueness, and it's very important that you have a USP before you go charging more than your competitors, in most cases. For most of you, 90% of the time, you can just put your prices up anyway because you're probably too cheap as it is. And yes, you will lose some customers. What sort of customers are you going to lose? Probably the type of customers that you don't even want to deal with. The ones that whinge and moan all the time, they're hard to look after, they don't pay their bill, and they are price sensitive. So is that the sort of customer that you want? I don't know. I certainly don't want to deal with those people. I want to deal with people that are prepared to pay for a premium service. And hopefully you're in that same boat. So let's say though that in this example I did put my price up by 10%. So my original price was $100. My new price is $110. I'm now making $30 gross profit. So how many customers can I afford to lose? Remember that, yeah, we are going to lose some, but how many would I have to lose before I was making the same amount of profit here? I'll help you out. It's a bit more difficult to work out. Some of you probably have got it, some of you may not, but it's a third less. I can afford to lose 33% of my customers and I'll still make the same amount of gross profit, yet I'll do a third less, I'll hire a third less, I'll fulfill a third less, I'll order a third less, I'll be a third less busy. And that's just by putting my price up by 10%. So you've got to say to yourself, now if I was to put my price up by 10%, would I lose a third of my customers? I don't know your industry, only you would know that, but very few businesses would be able to say yes to that they would lose a third of their customers. And it's a great strategy for increasing the profit in your business. Hopefully now you see why it's dangerous to discount. You should put your prices up and add value. By adding value, your customers are going to feel like they're getting more for their money and they're going to be willing to pay a little bit more. Once again, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and I'll see you in the next video.